Hi everybody, it is Charlotte with Charlotte Plans, and I am here to give you my December 2020 budget for this year. The kit I am using is from Sarah Marie Stickers, and it's not really a kit, but you purchase them all separately. But it's the same kit that I've been using for the past couple months. So the stickers that I have: transaction log, savings tracker, debt tracker, sinking funds, full washi, another set of full washi, another one, weekly check-in, December budget, and then the December monthly. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out all the pages for this, so that way I can work on these a lot easier than in the binder. And the binder is from Erin Condren. And just a background, it is an Erin Condren binder that is the hourly, and in the original binder set it only came with the monthly, this notes page, and this notes page. I purchased separate notes pages that were lined so that way I could add them in to finish up the rest of my budget. So I add in 2 pages each month to be able to cover all of the stuff that I am doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way for now. And I don't know why my desk seems so much smaller. Not desk, but what is this? Tabletop. I guess it could be considered a desk. Anyways, make sure we are all in line, and the pen that I am using this month is a Jetstream Uniball Jetstream 0.7, and it's in black, although I think that might be a 0.5, but I could be wrong. I won't know until I start writing. I'm doing something different with the pens this year. And I just noticed that this all starts on a Monday, and I didn't think I ordered the one that started on a Monday. Oh well, we will work with it. And that means I'm going to have to renumber all of the... I thought I had bought the one that was a Sunday week start, but I did not. Apparently. So, like I said, I'll make do. Okay. And she does provide the stickers, so I'm going to go ahead and, if we're moving everything over, starts on a Tuesday. Okay. And I will speed this up. There we go. Some of these are crooked. I really don't care. Normally I would, but I don't care. It's, you know, 2020, it's at that point I'm like, I just don't care anymore. And I may use these later, but I am not sure. Okay, I can turn my phone off now that I've done all of that. So basically what I do for December, or for the monthly view, I have expense trackers and I specify what color the expense is for. So like groceries, pet food, debt, any of my regular bills like electric, gas, things like that. All of them have a different color, so that way when I look at this I know exactly what they went for, and I will, once they clear the bank and everything, I will put them down here. If it's cash, I put it on the same day that I paid cash. So the next page, and this is where I put I have little reminder notes on here on things that I've already worked into my budget for December. So, December budget, I need some washi. And I don't know why I ended that on a high note with the washi. Okay, that will be my last one. We had a decorative one. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna go for the green buffalo. I believe this is called buffalo. Okay, and I want to make sure that I leave enough room. And I am totally eyeballing that, and if I lay it down anywhere straight, wow, that's a good eyeball. I never lay down stickers straight, so that's a win right there. See, I can't even lay this down straight. And if you hear any talking in the background, I'm in my office with the door shut, but my mom is visiting, and she is currently on the phone with someone in the other room, and she can't hear, he can't hear, so they're kind of screaming at each other. Not because they're mad or anything, it's just they can't hear. Anyways, so for November, I kind of went crazy with all of, actually October and November, I've gone crazy with all of my things going on. Okay, I had to switch cameras to my phone because I have no idea what was going on with my other camera. It was not doing the full filming process, the 29 minutes or whatnot it was doing like 1 minute and 30 seconds, so I'm gonna have to go and figure out what is going on with that later. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into this. So income type, I get paid 2 times a month, so I always separate paycheck number 1 and paycheck number 2, and then I leave a field for any additional that may come in. Like in November, I had a bunch of refunds. I worked the elections in November, so I also received a paycheck, and by working, I was an election judge at a polling location. So that's one thing that I do every year. I am an election worker, and I enjoy doing it, mainly because I'm there to help the voters vote. So that's why I'm there. I want people to vote. Anyways, so additional income. I may get some Christmas money and things like that, but I never count anything, so I always leave this field blank. I will not be sharing how much I get paid and the actual amount that I get paid from my 9-to-5 job. But if I do get any additional income, I will at least share that, because that isn't always a given that I will be getting that every single month. Okay, and trying to find a ruler is very difficult sometimes. Actually, I'm going to wait to do the lines until the end. Okay, and on this, she gives one where you can just list out all your expenses, but I actually separate mine out to variable first. And I think I am going to go ahead and use one of these. I think I can do that. Yes, I can use one of these too. Why does nothing want to go on straight today? Okay. Then my variable. And then right next to that will be fixed expenses. There we go. Okay. Now, variable expenses. variable expenses. Usually I say auto gas, but I'm going to go ahead and put it under fuel. And I'm somewhat of a type A personality, so we're going alphabetical, except for the very last one, which is miscellaneous, but I might actually add that in so that way it's just all in alphabetical order, because I like having things in alphabetical order. Electric. It makes it easier for my brain to find things. Entertainment. Now, fixed expenses are car loan, cell phone, gym, pest control, rent, savings, and subscriptions. Okay. And then at the very bottom, total savings, potential savings. I normally don't have anything. Well, I say normally. Lately, I haven't had anything going to savings because I've been trying to put it towards my debts and everything. And my debts kind of have gotten a little crazy October, November because of cat bills, and that's vet bills for the cats. So it's been a bit crazy with that. Okay, so crafts. I am budgeting $75. I never spend that much unless I'm doing Erin Condren or some other thing, although I did buy a bunch of kits and it was 90-something dollars from Etsy. So sometimes I do go a little bit crazy, but it doesn't, not every single month does it get that bad. Okay, crafts, 75. Electric, I already received the bill for this and I believe it was 70. I can't, oh, it's on my cell phone and I'm using my cell phone. So I am right now doing 75 for that, which is much better than the 100 and something that I was doing. So entertainment, 75. Fuel is 50. Since I'm not driving around all that much, I do have to drive into the office at least one day this coming week to unpack my desk, but I don't know. I haven't set a time on when I'm actually going back to the office yet. So my gas will definitely go up once I have to start going back into the office. But gifts, 200 at least. It is Christmas, so that's why it's so high. Groceries, I'm going to stick to 400. I'm under that so far for this month. Household, I'm way over on household this month. Internet, 200. Miscellaneous, I always put it 0 because I don't ever want to budget for miscellaneous things. Okay, natural gas is 35. Personal is 75. Pet food, 350. Restaurants, $475. Sinking funds, I automatically do $497, but I may, depending on the next few months, I may be bumping that up. But for now, it's $497 into certain accounts, and water is $110. And I'm making sure I didn't miss anything here. Okay, so that makes my total 23170. And then as I go through the month and do my weekly check-ins, I actually do like crafts. I keep a running tally over here if I'm not keeping it on my actual transaction thing. So car loan, it is, I have bumped that up to just not just the minimum, but to do some more payments to it. So $450, make it an even number. Cell phone is $105.05. Gym is $109. I still need to go and cancel my gym membership, so hopefully in December I can get that done. $37.30. Oh, $89. I can't read. Okay, rent is $600. Savings, I automatically put $100 over into my emergency fund until I can get that bumped up. And I'm still trying to figure out all my subscriptions because it seems like it has gone up. So $28.93, and that is a whopping $143.87. And then I do have some business expenses, and I am going to go ahead and put some of that right here. I can't spell business. So that is, I have a website for my editing business, and I do security for the website. So it's a monthly payment that I have to do, as well as YouTube. With the music that I have a membership to Epidemic Sound, and that is also something else that's coming out of for business. So I'm going to go ahead and start tallying up businesses, and in 2021, I will actually try to include a page that is completely for business type stuff. But for 2020, I'm just going to keep it like this for now, and I'm trying to get a better feel on how much I'm actually spending for YouTube and editing and things like that. So, okay. There we go with my December budget so far. I'm going to move these off to the side. Weekly check-in is on this page. I had to think about that real quick. I'm like, what comes next? Weekly check-in. And there are, let's see, December 1st starts on the 2nd. So we are, see how straight we are. Not straight at all. Previously with my budget, I did share my income because I wasn't under restrictions from my company to not share that. And that was when it was a previous job, and it was a really, in my opinion, a low pay for what I was doing. But weekly check-in. So December, it starts off on, go ahead and lay down week 1. We are going to do gifts, groceries, and pet food, and then miscellaneous for any of the unbudgeted. Okay, flip the page over. Next is transaction log. transaction log. And the transaction log, what I use it for is the sinking funds. And I just laid that down without it being straight. Okay, so basically on the next page, when it's laying out in a book, this page is my sinking funds. So if I pull anything out of my sinking funds, I will put a transaction down over here saying, giving the date, the amount that I'm pulling out, which category I am pulling out of, and what is the description. Let's move on to the sinking funds so you can see exactly what sinking funds that I am using. So we are going to use the latest one. And I'm done with that sheet. I'm done with that sheet. Okay. There we go. Savings tracker, sinking fund. And these could be, sinking funds are kind of like rainy day funds. So you put money away in case of this, or in some instances, like I have yearly memberships, so Prime, Amazon Prime, the streaming channel that I watch my Korean TV shows on is a yearly. I could do monthly, but it saves money to do yearly. Audible is also, I can do yearly. It saves me money instead of doing it every single month. So that is what I am doing. And then I have my nifty little cheat sheet from Sarah Marie. So I'm going to bring that over. It's just listing the accounts, but it just, instead of having to keep looking over there, I'm bringing it over. Okay, and on to savings tracker. Oop, I forgot to put totals. Whoops. Okay. Totals. Needs to go over some more. Totally had those lines wrong, but that's okay. Okay. I will work with it. Okay. And here we go. Savings tracker. Whoops, it didn't get cut through all the way. There we go. I struggled because the sticker wasn't cut all the way through on the very bottom down here. Not complaining, because it's hard when you're cutting stickers to tell that that's going to happen. Okay. Now, I have emergency fund, money market, a 5-year CD. Then I have 401k and 401k. And then Okay, and in here, I don't know what they are because yet again, I haven't closed out the savings for this month, but emergency fund is the emergency fund. I am trying to fund that back again because I did use some money out of there. And for 2021, I need to figure out how much all of my expenses are, and I'm going to try to aim for the 3-month and 6-month expenses and try to save up that amount of money. So that way, if I ever lose my job, I have 6 months worth of money to pay for any of the bills in case I can't find a job within those 6 months. Hopefully I would be able to find a job quickly, but you know, things happen. Money market, it's just a savings account that I have, and I really don't touch it. I don't really add any money to it. It's just sitting there, slowly gaining some interest on it. I plan on adding some money in there eventually, but for now, it's just out there. 5-year CD, it's just sitting out there, gaining interest, and I can't touch it for another 3 years. Little over 3 years. I can't really I could close it, but I would lose money out of it. So I'm not going to mess with it. Okay, 401k, and I have 2 401ks. One is from a previous employer that I have not rolled over, and I need to talk to someone about if they can help me roll it over without having to lose any money, because it's confusing. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it. If I want to roll it over into my current 401k or if I need to roll it over into an IRA, and which IRA I want. Anyways, it's basically no money is going into it because it's from a previous employer. The only thing that happens is if anything happens with the stock market, it either goes up or goes down because of stocks. Okay. And then the other one is my current employer, and I do my monthly contributions. Employer will eventually start doing their contributions as well, and then whatever the stock market does. So it's like, I like to keep track of that just to see how the market is affecting everything, and it's quite interesting to watch some of that because it does hurt when you look at it and you see a crash, and it's like, what happened to all that money? And not that I have a lot of money in there, but it's, you know, I need to have the money out there because I would like to retire someday. But I am far from retirement age and far from being able to afford to retire. So next is my debt tracker. That's kind of close to the binder. Oh well. Debt tracker. And I am actually adding in some debts into the debt tracker this month. Because, like I said, I had some vet bills and they all went on a credit card, and I had the money. It's just that they were all in those different savings accounts. So it was trying to get them all over into the checking account so that way I can pay for them. So we are going to actually show the main one, which is my car loan. And then credit card 1, credit 2, and then I am business credit. I am trying to keep, like I said, business expenses separated. I really don't make enough money to actually like truly keep it separate. So in like separate accounts and everything. So I am just trying to do what I can for now until I am making more money through YouTube or editing or anything for now. So that way it will also be easier when it comes to taxes, and I can say what all was a business expense is if I can keep it on a separate credit card and everything. Okay, and I have not closed out any of this, so I am going to keep that all blank for now as well. And we're going to go ahead and add all these pages into my planner, and we'll do a quick flip through so we can see them all together. We are adding these in, closing up. Getting into frame. Okay, and is it in November? Yeah, it's in November. Okay. So this is what November, if I can flip the pages, November currently looks like, and I have paid that. So I'm currently filming this on the 29th. I will wait until the 30th to kind of close out November, and because wait for things to kind of close out of the bank and everything, and I will be able to do a November wrap up on everything that happened. But these are kind of the expense trackers that I do, and I also purchased those from Sarah Marie Stickers as well. But here is my little cheat sheet, and I track bills, debt, grocery, pet food, restaurants, household, auto, gas, crafts, entertainment, personal, gifts, miscellaneous, and business. So I just added the business in November because I did see that I had multiple things, because I had a website renewal, website security, epidemic, website renewal, all of that type of stuff. So I decided to go ahead and redo and add that as an expense, because it is an expense that is coming out of my pocket currently. Okay, and December budget, here is the budget, the weekly check-in, transaction log, and just so you have a reference of what is going on. This is basically all the accounts to pay for the vet. So it's Boys and Oreo, spay and neuter. And it came out of the EFA, summer bills, and some of these had 7 cents because of interest rates. So it's just, at one point I zeroed it out, and then I got 7 cents of interest at the end of the month, and it's just been sitting out there. So I went ahead and basically emptied out everything. Vacation fund is gone, completely gone. I may get some interest at the end of this month, but it's pretty much all gone because I put all of it towards the vet bill, which is okay because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I plan to go somewhere in 2021, but it all depends on the pandemic and everything. And then to cover the remaining of the vet bill, it was 29 cents, and I had enough for the car inspection and regulation, so I pulled it out of there. So that's what my sinking funds and transaction log look like, and savings tracker and debt tracker. And as I pay, I'll look at the beginning of the month what the bill is and put that beginning amount, how much I pay, the interest, and then the ending amount once I'm done. And hopefully all but the car loan will be zeros, but we'll have to see, because I did just buy a new office chair that is going to be a business expense. And website renewal was also another thing that was quite pricey and everything. This page I leave blank, so I tend to do that anyways. So that is my monthly budget for December. I hope everybody enjoyed this, and I will be back hopefully with some check-ins, and I will also be back with the November budget wrap-up once I close out all of November once the month is over. I'll be back next time with either a budget check-in or the November wrap-up. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Turn on notifications. I am trying to post regularly, But for now, we're just going with the flow of how things are going since it is the holidays. Anyways, I will check back with you guys next time. Bye, everybody.